The camera angle is so seated off center, so I can put my phone up here, you know? Anyway, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing an old school what's on my iPhone video. I'm gonna show you a tour of what's on my iPhone, the apps that I use for my healthy habits, to track my habits, apps for productivity, basically how my phone is cute but also functional. Raw dogging it with no case. I honestly don't even know what phone this is. I think it's the new, let's check. How do I even find out what phone it is? This is the iPhone 14. Oh, wow, regular size, very cute, very beautiful. She's in the color white, I think. I don't know what they're calling the colors these days. Let's just jump into my phone and show you everything that is on it. 2, 1, action. I don't know. Ugh, I have to remove this thing. Okay, so basically I have that little screen thing. Assistive touch, get rid of her. Aw, it's been there for so long. Anyway, I have the assistive touch because in the night when I'm laying in bed and I want to screenshot things, it's easier to just tap instead of doing whatever the buttons are. As you know, I love neutrals, I love browns, I love tans, I love creams. My lock screen photo is just this. It's a vibe, I like it. I changed the font and the color of the time, and then I added the little weather widget on my home screen, which you can do, very cool, love that. I absolutely love that I live in Southern California and the weather app is telling me severe weather when it says 60 degrees and mostly cloudy. Girl. I think that's because of the wind, but girl, that just looks so dramatic for no reason at all. I only have 2 pages. This is the first page on my phone. In the top, I have the batteries widget because yes, you can see the battery at the top. That's not enough for me. I also want it there, but really it's for my Apple Watch and my AirPods because it's just easy to see it there. I don't remember the exact steps I took to change the covers and icons, but I do know that I did it through the Shortcuts app. If you would like to learn how to do that, quick little Google search will be your best friend. These are all photos from my Pinterest, so if you want to peruse my Pinterest for some inspo for your icons, link will be below. I have photos, Instagram, Spotify, the holy trinity. I also have Twitter on there, which is hilarious since I haven't logged into my Twitter in probably 2 years, could have been a year. That is wasted real estate, but you know what, we're keeping it there. Then in the middle, I just have the reminders app and I made a little daily reminders list and then I changed the icon so it matches the color palette. And so apparently my dailies are movement, vitamins, and abundance. So movement every day, vitamins every day, and then I just love abundance. So I remind myself subconsciously by having it there. I don't know, it looks good. Then over on the bottom side, I have my Google Calendar, would die, absolutely perish. That's not the right word. Then I have maps. Then I have daily art, which is an app that just shows you art daily. Crazy. Then we have my first little folder of apps because there's just too many apps to do the little shortcut thing with. In here, I've got the necessities, but they also kind of match the color palette. They're not hideously ugly because if they're hideously ugly, I will put a cover on them, even in the folders. So we've got Notion, Wallet, New York Times. Unfold is an app I use for Instagram. It has Instagram story templates. I don't curate my feed, especially because the feed has transitioned to Reels, but Planoly is an app if you wanted to kind of see what your feed is gonna look like and plan it out and make sure it's cohesive. That is the app for that. That's the one that I use. Love it. Pressed Juicery. I don't go to Pressed anymore, but when I had a membership, that's what the app is for. Mercedes Me Connect, that's just for my car. Then we have the Notes app. I keep my entire life within Notion and my Notes apps. So if you want me to do a video more about how I organize my entire life, I feel like I did one a year ago. I feel like I haven't done a properly dedicated video to that since I've changed some things up. So I don't know. If you want to see that, let me know in the comments below. I'm not going to be real right now. I'm going to be fake. Then we have a second page, and it's okay to have some ugly apps in here because it's fine. You're not gonna see it. Streaks, I'll show you the widget when I show the second page, but that's how I track my habits. Then we have CoStar. I never go on that, but it is handy for when I meet new men, and then I put the birth chart in there, and then I add them on there, and then I get to read through everything. That's basically what that is for. Settings. Goodreads is an app to track all of the books that you're reading. You can rate them, review them, you can follow other people. I will leave mine in the description below. Then I also have the Coachella app. That's been there forever. And then Lofty, which connects to my alarm clock. This just connects to my alarm clock in my bedroom. And then even though I can see the date on the lock screen, I obviously have to have a widget with the date on my first homepage. I'm probably gonna switch that out because it's tired. It's been done. I've had this here forever. We might wanna put a pretty little picture there, but I'm just really showing you raw dog what my phone is right now. And then at the bottom, I don't think I ever changed this. I'm pretty sure everybody's looks like this. Maybe not, but phone, mail, Safari, messages. Then the second page, we have my little Spotify widget, and it always shows the last playlist that you played. Obviously, I make my Spotify playlist covers to match the vibe of my life, my aesthetic, so it just looks good on my phone, whatever playlist I'm listening to, because the covers match my color palette. I don't know what mental illness that is, but Love it. We left little old Amazon with her original cover art because she actually matches the color palette. The blue, not so much, but it's okay. So at the top, I have the Alexa app. I don't use the Mojo app anymore because I don't even remember what it's for, but I'm pretty sure it has something to do with Instagram, and I'm pretty sure it has to do with video. I don't edit my Instagram reels on my phone. I find that it's lesser quality, and I just hate doing it because I know how to use Final Cut Pro because I've been doing YouTube for over a decade, so I edit reels on Final Cut Pro on my computer, and then I just send them all to my phone. Very easy, very breezy, very beautiful, and very cover girl. Then we have Tezza, which I do use, and I see the little shortcut app. Anyway, love Tezza. She is that girly. I like to have kind of a cohesive look with my feed for the cover for the reels. So I do use the cocoa filter from Tezza, but then I just turn it down. So it's just a little bit, just a little hint, a little faint hint. Gonna be honest, don't remember where I left off because I had to sit there for a little minute while my camera stopped being hot. I don't know why you're doing that, girly. It's a little, whatever. I think I left off on Tezza. Love that app. Great for templates, for Instagram stories, filters, everything. You can make your photos look like film, vintagey. Let's journey back to Instagram because why wouldn't I show you my Instagram? This is her. This is she. If you want to follow me on Instagram, her, I will leave the link below. Back to it. I don't use Lightroom, but again, it would be for editing Instagram photos. And then I have Libby, which is phenomenal because I share it with my mom. So that, whatever that is not mine, but Something Wilder is mine. Basically, Libby connects to your library card. So if you have a library card to whatever library you're closest to, then you can put that on here, and this lets you loan ebooks. I love it because this is how I get ebooks and audiobooks, and usually with romance, if it's not, I'm punching. I don't like reading nonfiction in an ebook form, so I always purchase hard copy of nonfiction. But with fiction, if it's something I know I'm not gonna read again, and it's just like a one-time, one and done fluffy romance that I'm into for the moment, I will just get the ebook and then give it back to the library. Then I have the podcast app, Google Translate, TikTok, and then this is the Streaks app, which I was showing you on the earlier page, but I have the widget for it so I can just easily get into it and see it because it looks pretty. But this is how I track my habits, and it is the best habit tracking app that I found that just kind of works for me. I like the user interface. I haven't worked out in, well, today was the first day I worked out in a full week, so it restarted my streak. But it's okay, we all have off days, and sometimes we skip days with things, and this, if you skip a day, it's like, you suck, we're restarting the chain, which does kind of suck, but whatever. Let me undo one of these so that it can, like, let's pretend I didn't do it, so that it can show you the original colors. So that is the original colors that it looks like as you're ticking off each of these habits. But then when you do all of them for the day, it turns this golden color because it's like, yay, look at you, you did it. So the habits that I track and are most important to me are taking my vitamins every day, working out, doing my gratitude journal, reading a chapter of nonfiction every morning. I have been so into doing that, and I always often read like 4 or 5 chapters, which takes a lot of time and it makes my morning routine so much longer than it needs to be, but I love reading nonfiction in the morning now. It's motivating, it's great. The Wake Up Before 7, I have changed the title of this a million times because I don't know what to call it, because I don't like putting wake up at 6:30. That just looks ugly. Like having the 30 looks so ugly, but I wake up at 6:30. I don't really know what to title that bad boy. Right now it says Wake Up Before 7, but when I've been tracking it, it really just means wake up on the dot 6:30. The days that I missed doesn't mean I woke up past 7. It just means I didn't get out of bed at 6:30, you know? But I don't know how to title that. My camera's overheating again. I'll be back in like 1,000 minutes. Back to the habits, and the last one is Headspace meditation because I use the app Headspace and it is just the best for guided meditations. They have everything on there, and I always do a 10-minute meditation. You could do less than that, you could do more than that, but 10 minutes is just what works for me. Then I have the Nest app, which is just to control the little weather boy in my apartment. And then Pinterest, we love her. Here's mine if you want to see her. Those are some boards, yeah, okay. I love how the only times I go to Starbucks are October through December and then on my birthday. That's it, vibes. That's it, vibes. But I'll keep that out there so I get my stars. And then YouTube, where would I be without her? And then we have another little folder, and this one is wellness. And a lot of the apps match. No, they don't. Just kidding. I put covers on a lot of them. Don't have a membership for that anymore, but ClassPass is basically booking workout classes. Headspace, that's where I meditate. My FitnessPal and LifeSum are to track macros and calories. I don't really give a singular fuck about tracking calories, but I do like to track my macros to see if I'm getting enough protein. Don't use those every day. I go through cycles of tracking my meals, not doing it, because when you make food at home, you have to log in every single ingredient and it's just exhausting. But if I really feel like tracking it one day to see how my macros are doing, sure. Then I have the Whole Foods app because Miss Amazon Girly acquired that, and now I can scan and get a little discount every time I go to Whole Foods. Then I have Clue, which is my period tracker app. You can also track, which I found out, how often you do the deed. So I always will track to see like how much of a hussy I was in the summer. One thing that sucks though is you can't obviously type in who it was with because this isn't an app for that. The 3 forms of workout I have on here: Pilates class, core power yoga, and form. So the Pilates class and form are the 2 workout subscriptions that I have. So the Pilates class is Pilates at home, and then form is Sammy Clark's strength workout training program. Love her. She's my favorite girly to do home workouts with. I like her energy. I like everything about her, and the workouts are great. And then I have core power yoga, which is how I schedule my yoga classes because I do have a membership to that. That's all in that little folder. Then I have weather, Depop, and then Amazon. But Depop is where I sell my unwanted, unused clothes. So if you want to follow the Depop, I am going to be posting stuff on there very soon. It's been a minute since I have, but I'm not going to show you over here, babes, because it's messy. But then I just have all of the rest of my apps in that little hodgepodge of all the apps. I love that feature because we can get rid of ugliness on our main pages and we can just put it in there. But also super cool feature, you can just drag down with your finger and then type in an app, so you really don't even have to look through that little thing. I went back on Hinge not to find a man's, God no, for the validation that it gives me and the fun of going through and seeing the messages you get from men, so that's really why I'm back on that. That is everything that is on my iPhone. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment below any apps that you use for productivity, for health, whatever you use that works for you, that you like. Comment them below. Would love some new apps. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.